Okay, and without further ado, we do have SRT 117% right now. Randy's going to be providing us with commentary tonight, and the gameplay will be done by DrHouse. Relax, enjoy a sit back, beautiful game. Relax and enjoy a beautiful game and a fun category. Hand it over to Randy.
Well, hi, welcome everyone to SRT.
Hi, welcome
everyone to SRT.
We're gonna be doing
117.
So DrHouse says
We're
I'm
gonna be
not.
doing 117.
Too long of a category for me. DrHouse says I'm not. Guess we'll
Too
start
long
in
of a category
5, 4.
Right,
Guess
we'll
three,
start in
5,
5, 4,
1,
3,
go.
2, 1, go. So, starting out, there's something funny about skipping these first couple of cutscenes. And if you skip them too fast, you can make it so you don't watch. Like the other cutscenes won't play, there'll be a black screen. And then you'll have to replay another screen. So hopefully we can kind of not get glitched in the first 20 seconds of the run. Okay, we did. So, obviously very beautiful Sunrise Springs here. Just 117, so we gotta collect all these gems, gotta collect all the eggs, gotta do everything. Kill every enemy, whatnot. There is a way, I believe, that you can skip this talking to Bianca there, but I think it's a really, really difficult wall glide, so I don't think House does it. It's going into Sunnyville here. Just kind of moving through the levels as quick as possible, collecting all the gems. Not really too much of like big tricks here from what I remember. There isn't any percent. There's a wall glide to get in egg early, but since we need the gems. There's actually, I think he's just gonna run to the end here because there's a Sheila revisit, so he'll probably get the rest once he gets Sheila. Because unlike OG, where you can, I believe you can skip in OG into every single, like, backup, or whatever, side character portal, you can't skip into them. You can't skip into all of them in this game, I should say. You can skip into some. That's my favorite egg, and why is it Noodles? Because Noodles kind of sick, though. Just trying to kill all these lizards. Standard stuff. Get all gems fast on a road. You know how it is. Honestly, I actually gotta say, I'm a big fan of Thelonious in Spooky Swamp. It's a bit of a slightly different route from OG. I believe OG finishes on that 9th lizard that House got. Gets that cycle, get them both right at the end. I still am perplexed in this game as to how they don't have the skateboarding tutorial in the first skateboard level. It's in midday in Enchanted. Also, I apologize if I sound a bit tired. It is currently 3:30 in the morning for me, but that's all good. I'm gonna be watching some Spyro. Yeah, just kind of wrapping up this this area. Got all the gems from it, so now just what's left is, I believe, just the Sheila part and like one other egg. Okay, burn tutorials about tricks. That's true, but there's also like, you can do like the challenge to get the course record there. No, I guess I skipped dialogue there if I ever go there. So. Yeah, that's one aesthetic cheat code that's always nice to have is the sunglasses. Going into Cloud Spires, we're going to be doing all of this level because we don't need to revisit it. Starting off here with little wall glide. I should also mention that he's playing at 50 FPS. You can see it in the top left-hand corner. SRT, we cap FPS at, you can play anywhere from 30 to 60. Most runs are either 30 or 50. Because jump height is linked to FPS, so the lower your jump height, or the lower your FPS rather, the higher your jumps will be. But the higher FPS you have, the better like wall glides, and I believe gems will kind of fall faster. So 50 FPS is especially good for like NBS, where you need to get gems from enemies and whatnot. But comparatively, like Spyro 2, where you run on 30. So House is just collecting all these gems and trying to like move his route along with these sun seeds. They got sunglasses on. They're vibing in the lava there, or whatever it is. I actually don't know. Also, unlike OG, we have to buy, I believe, everything. I don't think there's, we can't like skip in any portals because portals aren't loaded in the same way. They're not like loaded below. They load in after you buy or like have enough eggs to open the portal and stuff, so you can't really skip into any portals early or whatnot. There's a notorious egg that isn't actually like a challenge in this game. It's just an egg on the ground, but the egg's hitbox of it just sometimes doesn't want to give us the egg. So hopefully we don't see House get kind of memed by that egg too much. Just a couple more gems in this area and then gonna be heading to get that last egg. So yeah, this last egg, Stephanie can kind of just not work. I guess it's not the last egg because there's Claire. This is the last egg in any percent, which is why I thought that. Or maybe it is, I guess. Or maybe he got it. Okay, you're gonna see a little jump here, I think, to go around this wall here. which skips paying money bags to open that. Didn't get it, so we're gonna have to pay him, unfortunately. That's where that 50 FPS comes in handy to get more height on the wall, just because wall glides are easier and kind of are better, easier to get on higher FPS, but just didn't happen to get the height, so had to pay money bags, but we're collecting all the gems, so we got gems to spare. Okay, it didn't get memed too hard. I've like stood at that egg and like moved around it trying to get it for like 10 seconds before, and it just didn't want to get. Leaving Cloud, some more cutscenes. I believe we're going into Sheila next. Unfortunately, you can't get all the gems in one go. He has to loop back and get the fly. Going to Sheila.
Thanks.
There are Sparks obviously will get power-ups later, but as of right now he's just like base Sparks. So base Sparks sometimes just sucks, and there's just I forget why. But there's certain gems that he just like won't pick up. So sometimes we have to make sure specifically you're picking up certain gems. Just if Sparks just won't grab them, you'll have to touch them with whatever character model you're playing. But in Sheila, there's not too much kind of tricks, just doing the level really fast, clearing it really quick. Trying not to get hit, obviously. Also, the first egg in this is Ruby. I didn't mention it, but Ruby actually is one of my favorite eggs. I think it might be my favorite because it was the name of my dog. And then we got Nan at the end of this level. So you don't actually need to get onto the top of these mushroom like houses. You can just push yourself in, and you can just get the hitbox of the, I don't even know what you want to call it, head bash. I don't know what it's called. Ground pound, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah. So there'd be lots of kind of gems in behind trees and whatnot in this level, so just making sure to get all these cheeky little ones and the twos and whatnot. Gonna exit. I guess also something to mention for SRT is that we have access to guidebook all the time, or like fast travels all the time. So you're gonna be seeing at some point some kind of fast travels in between levels to reduce how much we're actually walking. Okay, so I think we're going I have a couple Spyro 3 routes in my head of like new game plus any percent and regular any percent mainly. So I'm trying to think of, yeah, you do go to Seashell first. So we had to go to visit Sheila before this because we needed the 14 eggs, and visiting Sheila gave us 15. So this is one of the levels. There will be a revisit, but it's not actually a revisit for the Sheila section of this level, because currently the Sheila section is open because we've already beaten Sheila. Even if it wasn't, there is a out-of-bounds skip to get into it. Which you'll be seeing me do later, and Zik do. But we're also gonna try to, I believe in like OG Spyro, just in its entirety, not just Spyro 3, but you can kind of skip Zoes by charging past them, or like people by charging past them, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but in SRT we have to glide past them, so we're gonna try to glide past as many Zoes that we don't need to talk to as we can. Yeah, so we have to get that guy's gem, so we're not gonna do that barrel skip. Also, one thing I forget the order of what power-up Sparks gets in OG, but because we have we already have the L3 power-up, like the power-up that will let Sparks point to gems. So I forget what we get instead. I think we just get longer range from the start. Yeah. So one of the big issues and things you want to avoid with Sheila's movement is you can get big jumps, just like kind of like seemingly random, but if you just kind of delay your jump slightly, if you think you're gonna get one, you won't get it. There is a little skip there to kick one of the enemies into that box, so you can kind of skip the corner, but one, I don't know if House does it, and two, it's not consistent at all. I'll like go for it, and I've gotten it once out of like 30 tries maybe. Okay, Crawdad gives extended range, Spider gives Sparks Finder, nothing. Starfish gives extra, and then Sparks be doing work on hitting vases. Okay. Oh, also something I'm gonna mention this later too, but I feel like everybody will mention this that runs Spyro 3, but SRT uses a loadless timer just because, you know, different people, especially for PC, everybody's computers are different, so how fast a level can load is based on like your specs. So the in-game timer in the game, in the guidebook, is also very, very poor in that it's actually written in, I believe in the file that's called the speedrun timer, but it's a joke. So the in-game timer doesn't work, or doesn't work, it just doesn't go in the tunnels. So that whole time the in-game timer wasn't actually going. That's why we use loadless, more accurate. It's like certain times you'll have like runs that'll be shorter or like longer real time, but your in-game time will be lower because the in-game timer is pretty scuffed. So now we can see Bluto. This is an interesting little addition to some newer 90% routes, but obviously you have to do it. So the pattern you want, I believe he takes 17 shots. I believe it's 16 or 17. What you want him to do at the start is you want him to like chase you, and then you can get the right amount of ammo. But House should be fine here. He might take a hit, but yeah, he took a hit because he shot, but that's fine. Taking only one hit from oh, I think I know why there's a revisit here. I just remembered the route for why there would be. I think it's a like short revisit, but you need you want to revisit here to be closer to the Sparks level, which is not Crawdad. I believe it's the first one. So we're gonna leave straight from Bluto there, and next we shall be going to our first speedway level, Mushroom Speedway. So all speedways, they got three eggs. You got your regular, just kind of time attack. You got Hunter's Challenge, and then you got the race. So there's not most of the speedways. I believe we do fairly like linearly, just doing them like as fast as we can. Also, welcome in Clock. Everybody better be getting hype for the Honey Speedway race. That's like 3.5 to 4 minutes later in the run. So getting these charges to get these butterflies, I believe you can do like a up and down movement and flame them, but that's kind of much tougher than getting those charges. Those charges aren't. You have a big hitbox when you're charging, so, and the butterflies have huge hitbox. So this is the UFO mission. This mission kind of sucks, but House is a god at it, so he's gonna go super fast. I take this slow. There's like a couple different routes for doing this, and I think this is the fastest, but House just kind of cleans them up real quick. Now we're racing. Obviously kind of swooping down a little bit. Probably a bit faster going closer to the water, so hit all these star speed boosts. There aren't any missile boosts in Mushroom Speedway, so we're just gonna be trying to do them pretty quick here. I think we're trying to get to about third in the first lap, which we can get to. I mean, I guess we almost get to second. Yeah, we do. Then we just gotta catch up to this one. Just really trying to not miss any of these rings. Obviously, if you miss one of them, fly past it, you just start over. And these ones are long. All the races are pretty long, so you don't want to miss one and have to redo like 2 minutes. But I was doing pretty good. Pretty standard route here. There's less supercharged stuff, especially in this race, just because you're not instantly at like I know you probably have to like gain speed and whatnot in Spyro 3, but there's not really, or in OG rather, but there's not really like a spot to kind of like hold your charge for too long for these races. So flying is just faster than trying to charge for like a second because you don't have like the speed or the length of like a runway to gain up your speed. So there we go. Mushroom Speedway, all finito. We got John there. 25 eggs. Like 125 more. We got like 12,500 more gems. Well, no, sorry, that's Spyro 1. We got 13,500 more gems on that super bonus round. So visiting the last level here that we haven't gone to yet here is Molten Crater. We will have to revisit this level because there is a Sergeant Bird section. So I think I do know this. You revisit this level for Sergeant Bird and the thieves because you kind of do one circle of the level to like go back and get the key chest at the beginning. Okay, so I'm not sure how the cutscenes are in OG because I haven't played OG in years, but the egg cutscenes in this game, moving out of them is moving out of some of them are fine, but moving out of them can be like ridiculously hard in that they just, the way the camera is, it doesn't move quick enough. So that one egg at the beginning, Rookie, if you don't kind of wait there for a second, you could jump, get hit by the guy, fall in the lava, or like fall off the world. So don't really want to be dying so early. So yeah, so we're gonna leave the Thieves sections and we're gonna leave the Sergeant Bird sections for a revisit once we get Bird. So now I visited them all, got pretty much as many eggs as we could have. Gonna be heading into our first boss. We also avoid, we do a little glide there to avoid talking to the Molten Crater guy, because he'll bring us to here. He'll be like, let's head over to the balloon or something, but there's still gems to collect outside of his thing, so we're just gonna glide past him. You can also do it with, in 90% with the seal from Seashell Shore. So entering Buzz. Buzz is, I think Buzz is the hardest boss in Spyro, in the SRT at least. Well, yeah, not like any other games. SRT, Buzz is the hardest. He just doesn't work sometimes. So we're gonna get him into this lava here. House is gonna kind of aim towards him, and he's gonna loop around. And what House is gonna do is he's gonna jump off. Oh, that's actually not good. House died. What we're trying to do is we glide off and then loop around, and he's supposed to like kind of loop and just not do what he just did. But this is why Buzz can just be pretty punishing, because if you take a hit here, like if you take a spike from him, you'll get spiked, and then you're not allowed to move up because you're flattened. So you take a spike hit, you take a hit from the lava, and then you take another hit from the lava. So we're going to, we saw there like when House got it, so where Buzz just kind of did that, or he does this and then just rolls away. That's what you want. You can get like a super best one where it doesn't even do the loop. Unfortunately for these middle two phases, because there's kind of two phases. The first phase, he doesn't have like a ring around him. The second, so that's for the first two hits. And then the second phase, for hits 3 and 4, he has a thing around him, and we kind of have to take the hit because otherwise it's too slow. This third phase, he has a ring around him, but he'll shoot fire, so we can kind of, as the hitbox is despawning. Luckily, that third phase can be daunting in that his hitbox will sometimes be out long before he actually shoots the like 3 fireballs. Heading into midday now. Second homeworld of 4. I guess we'll probably go back and finish up sunrise. Possible. Yeah, so here's that seashell revisit that I was talking about. Just gonna be a quick revisit, and then we're gonna go into spark bubbles. The best thing is that we even get to see a harder version of Buzz that I'm gonna do later, because I'm gonna do it with level storage. And I can explain what level storage is later during my interview. Check that out. Just like hyping myself up. But yeah, so we're gonna leave Seashell Shore and go do Mr. Sparks level.
Hello.
So we can't really ride up the walls like you can in OG to kind of skip this. I believe that's what you do.
On your track.
So we're gonna just have to do this as quickly as possible. Certain power-ups with Sparks. This power-up is one of the like most powerful. It just melts enemies and things that take some hits. So he's gonna just damage abuse because you don't actually need to kill all of these. You just have to get through and collect the gems, and those guys don't have gems. So at some point we'll see, we'll kind of have like, in these levels we'll just have like a mob of whatever the enemies are just following us. Obviously he kind of wants to save these this ammo type. This ammo type is just so good, especially for melting bosses. It's really, really strong. So here we're just gonna get the force field, so we'll just walk through and kill them all. Don't have to worry about taking damage here. You always found Sparks was too long. I can agree with that. Sparks do be kind of long. So I can get that cycle, so then he's not having to kind of worry about getting hit here. And he knows where all the health is, so. Here comes the boss. So like I said, you can just see how fast the boss melts with that. What's that? So got all the gems there, got the 1 egg. Exit level, don't need to go through the portals. Going through portals kind of overrated.
Nice.
So there's Sunrise Spring done. Still have to visit Molten Crater. Molten Craters are the only level that we haven't 100%ed there now. So we can skip this cutscene, but I don't believe you can on 117 because there's some gems in her like trigger there, so we kind of have to get it. Get these underwater sections and come over here. You can do
what's called a fast head bash, where you input a charge, and in the kind of like startup of your charge, you press head bash and you'll do an instant head bash. But that's a pretty like minor time save. So now that we have longer range, Sparks kind of works as intended. And that he's not... Sparks is really bad in this game. It's in SRT kind of. Also, this guy, he'd be spinning. Obviously, there's a... You can get that wall broken with one of the TNTs or whatever. But if we have to come to the cannon, we might as well just shoot it with the cannon. Making sure to get these birds. These birds kind of suck. Bean. Take the damage there just to get the gem kind of instantly. Otherwise, you kind of have to wait for the TNT to burn, blow up. So you can just see how much further House can kind of swim from gems now that we have that extended range. And more kind of walls here. Have to break them because there's strong containers that we need in there. Like I said, gotta shoot all these birds down. We're pogging right now, Phoenix. So there is a jump up here to get Maynard from the cannon. You can jump off the cannon, but because we have to go get those gems below, there's no sense in us kind of not going that way. Because we have to break that wall, and there's no way to break it from the other side, if I recall correctly. Rain in the Guidance Bridge. Let's go. That's the classic. But, I mean, that's at least my classic thing. It's like when I get like stressed or have like a bunch of like schoolwork to do, and I just like start like reorganizing my room instead. Trying to aim for these birds. So, one question I got in the chat, or got for the chat, everybody watching, what's everybody's favorite Spyro 3 track? Because Spyro 3's OST, oh baby, does it got bangers. So, I gotta say, I'm a particular I'm particularly fond of Frozen Altars. Charmed Ridge. Charmed Ridge is pretty good. Honestly, Evening Lake slaps, dude. So Evening Lake's got Frozen Altars. It has Fireworks Factory. It's got Charmed Ridge. I don't like Charmed Ridge as a level. Charmed Ridge kind of sucks, especially in SRT. But Evening Lake's music itself slaps hard as fuck. Oh, I guess I shouldn't say. It slaps hard as heck. So this is figure skating when Rhinoc hockey players want to shoot you. The thing I don't get is they don't have nets here or like any of the needed like circle painted circles that are on like a hockey rink. So like, how are they playing hockey? They got no nets. They got no boards. Like, looking like a 1950s hockey ring. So yeah, unfortunately, as different to OG, we kind of can't skip into some of the money bag levels. There's too many walls. Places. I also gotta say though, and a lot of people in the SRT community disagreed with me for a long time, but I think Sergeant Bird's base slaps very hard. And that'll be a hill I die on. So we can just get this first guy, we can get Scout. He's just on the pedestal. There's the like double in OG, but we have to kind of just do it like this. You can get on the other side and run towards you. No, yeah, I'm not saying Sergeant Bird is an actively good level. I will never like say that. But ho baby. See, I'm just kind of finishing up here. One more egg and a couple gems. Got a life here, so probably pick that up. Charmed Ridge is the best level in the trilogy and has the best OST. I will disagree on best OST. But just like Spyro music just kind of slaps. Spyro 3 music especially. Spyro 1's got some bangers too. Alright, so hopefully... Oh wait. Should there? Why wasn't there a cutscene there? When does the cutscene happen? That's weird. I thought it was an egg cutscene. Like, not an egg cutscene, but a cutscene that happened because you had a certain amount of eggs. I don't know. There's a cutscene that happens. Maybe it happens after Sergeant Bird. But, there's a cutscene that sometimes, just depending on how early you press triangle to skip it, it won't let you skip it. And then you'll have to sit there and watch it for 1 minute and 46 seconds. It's the Hunter's Tussle one, I believe it's called. Something I've always wondered, and I played around with this, because I was trying to find, this is like a little bit of story time, but I was trying to find Crush storage, which is level storage with Crush. I know some people might not know what level storage is, but I wanted to do a major glitch with an earlier boss. So I was trying to figure it out, and you have to do like blind movement in the back of the cutscene, so I thought, hey, if I delete the cutscene, I'll be able to see. And I found that if you just like delete cutscenes, the game just like loads faster. So if you ever want your game to load faster, I guess you can delete cutscenes, but then they won't be official runs. So something House is kind of taking advantage of here is aiming rockets. So the rockets here are, they're guided. So he's going to try to aim them. The ones where because sometimes when you like just spam and shoot, they won't like hit the proper things. So for some of the stuff with like lots of enemies and whatnot, he'll just aim them. Bring these hummingbirds. Taking these rockets here. The cutscene happens after okay. So then it'll happen after this one. I couldn't remember if it was a egg requirement or if it was something like that. Thank you. Yeah, this bird I think is very good. Oh. See what I mean there? Like he was point blank in front of him and shot, and it just missed. I actually think Bird is the best of the side characters in SRT, at least. Of like, I guess like playability wise for SRT. See what it is also there. So he shot point blank at the basket, and just the basket, the missile just went around it. So some of these he'll have to kind of. This one section can suck though. The camera gets not confused, but the camera's pretty poor here in this section. Yeah, the auto aim isn't. It's close to being as good as it needs to be. So I believe after this, we should be heading back to Trader to, you know, finish up that now that we'll have the Sergeant Bird section. Missing some, House just kind of checking to see if we're missing some gems places. Just so then he doesn't get like all the way around and there's gems at like the final area, because moving through these areas can be a little slow just because it's Bird. We're talking strictly gameplay, improved countries, but I say Agent 9. Agent 9 is a lot better. I still just like don't really like Agent 9. The actual strat for Agent 9 is when you play this game on PC is to use mouse and keyboard for Agent 9. Or at least just your mouse and like aim with that. Gonna exit level. Got all that done. Okay, thank God we didn't have to watch that cutscene. That cutscene, just like it's a tilter when you don't get the cutscene skip. Do you know Ty the Tasmania Tiger? I don't. Let's head into Spooky. So I think everybody knows the kind of skip here. How dare you not know the most underrated? True, happened. I just play Roblox and Fortnite, and Roblox. So what are you gonna do? I think everybody pretty much knows one of the skips here because it's one that probably everyone did as like a casual player, because it looks like the intended way, I think. But we're not gonna pay money bags, I don't believe, because paying money bags kind of sucks. Then at least then we won't have to flame as much. This skip here of like jumping around here. Skip this door. Yeah. I don't know if they'll be able to. Yeah. So doing a perfect hover, getting the maximum height there. Just, you know, jumping, gliding at the top of your jump, getting your hover. Because if you hover too early, your hover, you won't get the hover. You'll get it canceled. So here's the boy Thelonious. I'm pogging for Thelonious. Now we're gonna fight a little mini boss time. There is a little optimization here that I don't know if House knows about, but if you can just go up when he's throwing these I don't even know, like, are they crocodiles? Whatever these enemies are. These mystical crocodile things. You can just go, obviously, you just go take the hit while he's throwing them, so then there's less kind of downtime. Rocks, yeah. Yeah, it could probably be. It's weird that it would be different for like if you have a mouse versus if you're using a controller. So this is a pretty infamous kind of couple eggs. Oh, those rocks are kind of bugging out. Just if you don't know the routes and don't know kind of which mushrooms to put down or which rocks to break, it can be a little tough. So kind of same thing with these mushrooms as with the houses in Sheila's Elf. You can kind of break them from the bottom. Yeah, the rocks also don't respawn in SRT, which kind of helps. Because once they're broken, they're just broken. You don't have to worry about breaking them for the next one. It makes the challenge easier. Don't respond in crowd easy mode. So I was kind of trying to make these cycles while still getting all the gems that he needs. Unfortunately, he kind of has to backtrack a little bit here to get these, because he wouldn't be able to get those. But now just kind of gonna finish up these last kind of gems here. Go get a key chest and whatnot. There's it should be all the eggs here. Or is there another egg that I'm forgetting? Right, is there another egg here? Maybe, oh. Oh, in my head he just had gotten this egg, because you do. Yeah, this jump is also weird. It looks like you should be able to get up with the, just like jumping, but. No all-in-one possible in SRT. You're gonna have to tell me what all-in-one is. Because as of right now, I don't know. I probably know what it is, but maybe I don't know that term. So here, we're gonna try to get 2 eggs. Not at once, but we're gonna use an egg to teleport us. So we're gonna kill these first couple. We're gonna skip getting the 1. We're gonna get that 3rd one, and then we're gonna shoot this 4th one from far, and then we're gonna get Modesty, and then get warped over to get Matt. I just pick up some gems and enter Bamboo. Bamboo Terrace also kind of sick level, I think. This is a level we'll have to revisit later, though. Oh, no, you can't get, there's one section that you kind of can't reach with enough time, I believe. I don't think it's possible, or at least I've yet to see it be possible. Not a lot of people run this category because it is a long one, but more people should do, or at least try some like full completion. The main ones are people run like 120, and then not a lot of people run Spyro 2 or Spyro 3, but I'd be interested to see some people push Spyro 3. There was a console runner like 2 months ago that put up like a 15-minute world record, so you can see how it's kind of slightly a bit less optimized, at least on console, whether or not it's on PC. So we left hella gems, left hella eggs, because we have to revisit. You can get that thief pretty quickly if you jump off and turn this thing in. Not probably. Gonna be headed to Enchanted. Yeah, my man was just grinding. Grinding Spyro 3 117. Entering Enchanted, we will be able to finish all of this because the side character mission, which is in the main level, is Sergeant Bird. But what we will be seeing, I think, is getting some of these eggs with bird eggs. I don't know if we probably don't, actually. There is a way to get all the bones as Spyro, but we'll probably get some of them that are easy, like this one, but won't get the ones that are like higher up that we'll just use Sergeant Bird because it'll be faster. But you can get all the bones here. That's what you do in Bone Dance, which is the sick category, by the way. Now we're heading into our second skateboarding part of this game. And this skateboarding part, this one specifically, the skateboarding in SRT is very, very jank in its entirety, but this one specifically is, it's gross. There's this one part where you can just hit like the ground and just like die for no reason. Like you don't even, you're just like skateboarding and this certain piece of like collision will just like hit you and you'll fall off. So I'm just kind of learning how to do all these tricks. Whatnot. So it's this. Oh, does he? Oh, I guess that's why he does that. In any percent you don't go down that ramp, you like jump off the side there, but House goes down because he has to get that vase that's on a balloon. So for here, we know the amount of points that we need. All you need is 4,000 points here. So pretty much after that, you can kind of just do whatever. We're obviously going to be collecting gems, but if you ever do this casually, if anybody's watching this, that's a casual kind of thing, that casual person that's interested in like the speedruns. As long as you get to 4,000 points, you can pause and give up, and you get the egg. Yeah, skateboarding SRT is interesting. If anyone ever wants to see to show how broken SRT speedrunning is, or SRT skateboarding is rather, go watch the IL, which is individual level, on the console boards for SBR, and oh baby, they finished the SBR, like, it's Furorum's an IL god, and he has finished the SBR race in 37 seconds. OG requires, yeah. So if you're in an OG, if you're OG, don't give up. So now we got Doggo, got Pupper, gotta lure him back. So we actually, so far we have more gems than are needed in the entirety of the 90% run. You only need 3,300 gems to finish this game. But obviously because we're doing full completion, we're getting all 20,000. Yeah, we're just gonna run because that dog will auto scroll to the end, so. Get Liz. Farley and George. They'd be kind of sick. So I used to I forgot when I did my casual playthrough of this game that Sergeant Bird section of this level was just this. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, how do I shoot these guys? And I realized that I had to join on Sergeant Bird section. Yeah, I'm gonna be starting Bone Dance. We get to see the fantastically remade flossing skeleton, which I think a lot of people don't like it. I think it's funny. Oh, that bone is glitched in the air. Welcome to SRT, everybody. That's, you know, pretty standard. Pretty standard stuff for this game. Bones in the air. So like I said, you can get all of these bones without you doing Sergeant Bird, but because we have to shoot down all the guys, it's good to just keep Sergeant Bird because it's a lot easier for him to traverse these kind of sections where you need to be going, Skeletons are flossing. Oh, if this dance plays, I don't think it will. We don't let it. I don't think we watch it. There's Gladys. Less than 100 eggs, everybody. Alright, like, I don't even know. 93 eggs left? Something like that. 7 bones. Need 8. Need right here. There's all gems. I think you can skip it. Yeah, you can. 100 legs, yeah. If you want, just go look up the bone dance. It's kind of interesting. I think it's funny. I like it. A lot of people don't. So now we're going to fight Spike. Spike in OG, depending on how many eggs you collect, you're either on easy mode or hard mode. In SRT, there's only easy mode, but the hardest phase of Spikes, because he has 3 phases, is phase 1. Because where these lava rocks come out is random, and sometimes you can get it where it'll spawn like behind him, and he'll just immediately go and break it. But luckily, House got some pretty good RNG, so the rest of this fight's pretty easy. You just follow Mr. Sergeant James Bird up there, and he'll drop some rocks, and you go and flame him. This boss fight is pretty easy. Nothing really to it. He's slow. House has it. I don't think he knows, but he does have a rock. Oh, I know what he was doing. Okay. I forgot you do this in 117. What he did there was he got a rock. He got like the blue power up or whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna call them rocks. And then he waited for Bird to drop another one and picked it up at the end of the fight after it's dead. So he still has it. So he can shoot it in a level in this. You can also do it in another level called Crystal Islands. Well, you want to do it in Scorch if you get a green rocket. But that's like it's random comparatively to that, where you know you're gonna get this. So I forget where he takes this. I guess it's Charmed Ridge. I'm trying to think what he would do. Maybe he. Interested. Oh. I guess. Oh, he just has them. I thought he only had one shot. You just have them. I don't know how long you have them. You have them. I completely forgot that you just have them. Interesting. I forget what takes them away, too. I haven't watched like a 117 run in a bit. So basically, he stored the power up of this this rock from Spike, so he just has it. That's the best way to explain it. He just kind of constantly will have it, at least for a little bit. I think until now. I think he'll probably have flame now. Possibly. I don't know. He hasn't flamed anyone, so. I don't know. He still has it. What takes it away? Maybe going to the side character mission? I genuinely don't remember what takes it away, because you do have flame at the end. Unless I'm wrong. It must be here, right? It's probably here, because, yeah, okay. You get it taken away doing that. Okay. Although it wasn't for the reason why I thought you got it taken away. I thought you got it taken away because you have another, like... You get like a seed in your mouth that oh, what the fuck was that? I don't know if that was just like lag on my screen, but that just like happened really quick. So he's gonna skip doing talking to Jack there, and I believe he's gonna just go right to the end and then kind of come back for that, or I forget if the sequence will still give it to him if he gets to the top. Actually, I know what's gonna happen. So he's at the top. Normally the cutscene plays there. So this is gonna be a really weird looking cutscene. So Jack's gonna come up, give him this egg. You know, be like, here, you can go even further with these 2 seeds I'm gonna give you. And then he's just gonna teleport to the top. Spyro will stay there, but Jack will go up there. Then you get Chuck. Then I guess he'll be down and you can move in the cutscene and get those gems. Checked with L3 to see if he got all the levels, or all the gems rather. And you'll know because sparks will point towards the portal of like a side character mission if you haven't gotten them. So he's already killed the cat wizard, so I'll have to kill him again. And I guess take some damages here, just to kind of break these bottles faster than waiting for them. There is a mystery bottle in this level. Just turn around and get that. I guess we're gonna go to Sergeant Bird sections first. So these cat wizards, you can kind of do it a bit easier by just like going close and just spamming shoot because of the auto trick, like the auto aim. You can get most of them. You might miss maybe like 1 or 2 maybe, but you can get like all of them. If you time them right. Oh, you broke the glass. It just makes it a lot easier than trying to like fly around and whatnot. So yeah, there he missed 1, but missing 1 is fine comparatively to doing it normally. Mystery jars and mystery bottles. Yeah. I mean, I guess it could be considered a jar. I'd be happy with that classification. So I got all the eggs, but still have to, you know, get this mystery. I guess it's more a mystery vase, right? Like it's not a bottle or a jar, it'd be a vase, but at that point you have this like semantics discussion of what like the classificational difference of a jar versus a vase versus a bottle is. I guess a bottle you could say would have like a cap. Jar is a wider opening, that's probably true. Not probably, like it is, but... yeah, I guess it would just be a mystery vase because it is like, it's like the vases in the game that exist, but just mystery. So kind of working our way backwards because a lot of times these mystery things, we'll just call it, I'll just say mystery, I don't even know. These things kind of go from backwards to forwards in the levels, at least for the most part. So yeah, we end up getting all the last gems at the end of the level, or at the beginning of the level rather. Hopefully that should be it. Yep, there's 600 gems, which is a lot. We're gonna see some pretty high level gems, or high gem count levels kind of coming up in this world and the next world, just because that's how they did. Alright, who's ready? Mystery container, that's true, that's good. Who's ready? Who's ready for a Honey Speedway race? I know I am.
Honey Speedway.
so long. The longest race. This is just, he's gonna do the time attack, then the hunter mission, then the race. But... It's a long one. If anybody needs to go to the bathroom, need to like step away, go get a drink, go get a snack. Watch the first two things, like watch the time attack, watch the hunter section, and then watch one lap of the honey speedway, I guess. And then you can go away for like 3 minutes. Yeah, but at least Harbor's got bangers though. Oh, an OG. I think it's like exceptionally long in this one. I believe. It's just always the one that gets the most hate for being long. Because it is. So we did a thing there where we ended in that honeycomb, or whatever, beehive, I guess. To when Spyro flies up, if he hits something, the animation will stop, so we don't want to have this animation where all the things like circle around him and whatnot. We're just gonna leave it. Oh, super high jump. What's a normal completion time? Do you mean like for Honey Speedway specifically? Probably something like what House got. I forget what he got. Or do you mean for the race? About 2 minutes and like 50 seconds. Slightly longer, like between 2:50 and 3 minutes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's about 250 something, like high 250s. Around. It'd just be a big level. Yeah. I mean, all the races like take long, but this one, all the other races I feel like seem to take like 2 minutes, maybe. Maybe Harbor Speedway is a little long, but this one just seems to be like so long. So yeah, we're just trying to hit all these speed stars. Just get through this as quick as possible. Mushrooms about 130, yeah. Harbor, like, I think the thing is that it's just, this one is like so long and spread out, I guess. I feel like Harbor is more like compact. I know in the world record video for this, for House, it's like he got like a 257, but I don't know if that was like the fastest, but I'm assuming it's gonna be like a high 250. It's like a, yeah, like a 256. Yeah, about 255 probably is like, I don't know what the IL is, but Harbor only ever turns left. It's like a NASCAR race. The Daytona 500. Oh. Okay. The like stream kind of houses thing kind of messed up for a second. They're just gonna be clearing up some of these gems kind of in the underwater section here. Gotta get this whale though. This whale is hella jank too. Sometimes it'll just start spinning and you get like soft locked in it. Oh, we moved a tad. Hopefully, also, oh, you see him, he's spinning. He do be spinning though. So this might be bad. So we're gonna just look at this whale for a little bit longer. And then hopefully he doesn't get eaten again. Oh, he got eaten again. This, might not be good. If he keeps getting eaten, it's not good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Only got one extra eat. Sometimes that you can get soft locked. Sometimes he won't like come out of the cutscene where he puts you out. Now here we're at everybody's favorite level that I think gets a bad rap. Lost Fleet. We do be chilling in Lost Fleet. Got some good mini games. We got subs. 1 and 2, we got skateboarding here, we got cannons, got fucking underwater sections with power-ups. I love this. I love this level. This level is unironically, I think, one of my favorite levels. I think it looks really cool. So you kind of got to break these things to get Crazy Ed going. Because he has to get to the end to get the egg, which we absolutely need. I think. Nice little wall glide there to kind of skip up to this section. Benefit of being on 50, you know, wall glide's not too bad. Well, oh yeah, Lost Fleet is probably awful from speedrunning, but I think it's kind of cool. Crazy Ed will be kind of at his last checkpoint here, so we're just going to collect all these gems up here and then jump to this section to get these birds. What up, Web? The one thing that sucks about these cannons, at least I will say, is at least with the Icy Peak birds, the cannons shoot straight. These ones were lobbing, and there's like no way to aim. Like no way to like know. At least with like when you shoot straight, it's like you're shooting a cannon straight. One more bird here, but we're gonna get him later with a different cannon because I don't think that cannon can reach. Collect these gems from this strong chest that we broke. Jump around again, finish up these gems and these crabs. The 1 gem from the crabs, and I'll take a hit. That's the RNG manip for the sorceress, so that's fine. Any hit you see House take is for the RNG manip, because why else would we be doing this? Now time for some skateboarding. You're gonna see House do, I believe, what is known as a nasty nork, which is that, like the front flip into the, like, kind of like, I don't know what you call it, like, like a twisted flip, I guess, and that will give him full meter every time. And we're just gonna try to be chaining these speeds. 1, because it lets us finish quickly, and We just want to be going. We gotta get all these gems though, but we just want to be chaining speeds together, so. I don't know if it's called something different. It might be called like... I don't know if it's called a nasty nork if you do it backwards. Like if you do like a backflip. I think we're pretty much going to be leaving most of these gems for the next race, which is racing Hunter. Because we just kind of want to be finishing this one as quickly as possible, and then we can deal with the Hunter one later. Oh. Interesting. I don't know why he did that. I don't know what he missed. Like, he missed the basket, but, like, I don't know if he, like, has to get that basket. In OG, it gives half meter and fleet and full and SBR. Great. That's so cool. I'm trying to think of why he would actually do that. Why he reset that race there. Like, did he have to get this basket? Weird. Well, while this is gonna happen right now, I'm going to quickly open my window because it's kind of hot in my room. I am wearing a sweater and have a blanket. If you guys can hear us, there. Window is open. Cold air is coming in. Randy is chilling. Big chill vibes coming out. So now I gotta defeat the crabs in here. Racing Hunter. Not like... I think he's got most of the gems, so like I said, just kind of speeding through, holding these speeds as quick as like much as he can. Doing the nasty norks to give full, then chaining these speed stars. Got one more crab to get, and then you can just race to the end. So let's go just to make sure that he doesn't go over that crab. But now it's pretty smooth sailing from here on out in this race. We've lapped Hunter. Boom. Hunter gives up. Gives us 8 in. I just gotta... get some of these eggs. Or get some of these gems, rather. Oh. Couple drop frames there, but all you missed was him collecting a couple gems. How long is... It's long. Just because there's the race, there's all this cannon sections, there's both subs, Try to find it in his PB. I think. Sick. Not sick. Find it. 113. When did he start it? I have his world record video, but. Oh. Why did my... That's just me? Why did that do that? Where are we? Okay, my thing cut out for a second, but it didn't on the stream. Okay, so it's about, he's in there from 112.56 to like 113 something. I think it's about, yeah, it's legit like 11 minutes in this level. Yeah, I don't have any energy drinks. I forgot to buy some, but that's fine. Hopefully I can have a little nap after this before some later runs. But kinda, there is like a fast cycle for these 6 subs, but I believe because we also have to shoot these strong chests, I don't think we can get it. But I was just trying to lead these shots before waiting for the 3 circles. There we go, there's the first one. I pretty much only drink energy drinks if I go for like a long drive. There we go, got those first 2. Slightly messed up that sub. This egg is something for some later runs. Is you'll see this egg, you'll see the first egg, you'll see subs 1 done in any percent. But in my run, my trifecta any percent, we won't see subs done. We'll see a different egg. Kind of replacing, I guess, it for an egg in Desert Ruins that never really gets shown, other than in like 149 egg and 117. So, get hyped for that. But yeah, these subsections can kind of be tough because the way your boat aims is a little weird. I guess the sub is a little weird, and you want to not wait for the whole like 3 ring section to like light up. So we're just trying to get all these gems before this timer runs out, because so we're actually gonna exit and enter again because it's faster than going and down and getting it. Easier to like reset from where we are, because otherwise you'd have to go down fully and then back up, whereas this we can just go. That's all that. All the eggs, and we're gone. Last fleet is done. The 11-minute split, or however long it is done. I find energy drinks, the way they work, for me at least, is I use them when I need to like make sure that, not so much that I'm like tired and need to stay up, but need to be alert. So that's why I use them if I go for like a long drive, just like because you kind of want to be alert when you're on the highway and whatnot, driving at like 120. So 4 a.m. Yeah, 5 a.m. here for me, good old Atlantic time zone. Okay, so here, so the game's gonna look different because he just went to 30 FPS. He went to 30 FPS for this jump because you can't make it on 50. I believe, okay. I don't know how long he's gonna keep it on 30. But you can't make that jump on 50, I'm pretty sure. So what he does is change it to 30 so he gets that extra jump height. And then I guess keeps it on. I'm not sure if 30 is faster in I know it's faster or better for another egg coming up, or another 2 eggs. But I don't know if it's actually faster in Bentley specifically, but he might just keep it on until after the 1 egg, just to reduce the kind of amount of menuing he has to do. Because you can run these games at 120. Yeah, okay, yeah. I am talking kilometers per hour. I'm Canadian, so. Good old kilometers per hour. Oh, there is a little skip here that you can do, where if you hit the gong, but then talk to Bartholomew, you will be able to move while that cutscene is playing, which is also horrendous. Like the pulling out of from like the 4-3. So you can talk to Bartholomew and then you can get like a fast walk from there. I don't know if it saves time really, just because of the cycles. You kind of have to wait for this last seal, anyways. So it's just a neat little trick though. Yeah, we're Canadian up in here. A boot. Apparently you can tell that I'm Canadian when I say like out. Or sorry, I guess. Not sure. So there is a little kind of minuscule kind of time save that you can do on these boxes, where if you push them from the side, you won't get put into that like animation where he's pushing it. And he will do like a fast push. If you slide off though, it probably loses time. You heard it in both of those classics. For some reason you have to press triangle to talk to him instead of having like an auto talk. That's like something that happens with these certain like NPCs. It's weird. I don't think of any other words that would show that I'm Canadian. Like, I guess, just Tim Hortons. Canadian too, but English not being my first language, I'm speaking it. Yeah. I mean, I thought you were English when one of your English. I thought you were Canadian when one of your points redeems was a poutine date. Little tin. Kind of ending gems here, I believe. Yeah, good old 600 gems. Like I said, there's a lot of gems in this game, especially in the last 2 homeworlds. You get into like some level. You get into Desert Ruins, you got 700 gems there. So I believe this 30 FPS is going to come in handy for this level. Can anyone guess why they think this 30 FPS is good in here? And I'll tell you if you're right. Anyone in chat? I kind of gave it away by saying how many eggs it's good for, but we shall see. You can skip these, but you have to, oh, I don't know if you need to... Oh yeah, you have to break that because you have to kill these enemies. You can boost off them to skip that, breaking that wall, but we have to we have to kill them, so. Boxing. Clock is right. Oh, Quebecois. Clock's right. This is gonna seem weird, and I don't really know why it does this, but in boxing, if the Yeti's gonna punch you, you can punch and beat his punch before on 30 FPS, but you can't on like 50. So that's why we do it. Also, Frozen Altars music slaps. I don't know if I'm like delayed. I might be slightly delayed from like what's actually happening on this stream, but Frozen Altars music, oh baby. Does it ever just bang? So here we're gonna see a little wall glide. Or no, we're not. Never mind. Or maybe we are. Yeah, we are. Okay. Kind of good. Frozen music is. I genuinely think it's like the best. Hopefully that doesn't happen. We get a wall glide here to get to Jasper. Yes, delayed. Okay. So you'll see it here. So boxing in this game is a bit different, whereas in OG, I believe you just do high punches and you can get them and kind of lock them. In this game, you can you just spam like square and X, or if you play on Xbox controller, X and A, and you just kind of alternate pressing them. Just do a high punch, low punch, and that's kind of our best strategy. If your name is Dylan J. Fox, you run this game, run this category for like 2 months, and not know that, and throw in like big punches, and constantly have these two eggs be the bane of your existence, but yeah, so 30 FPS is good here because we can kind of react to his punches. This second phase is a little so you see there like the other Yeti's punching, but because of the timing and the FPS, we're just punching him while he's punching, so he's not getting any hits. Sometimes you'll get hit and it's just kind of unlucky. OG works under a stamina system. Interesting. I forgot that. So yeah, you see House go back to 50. So now we're back in 50 frames. Not looking at 30 FPS. You'll see me run on 30 FPS later, and same with Zik. But it's always nice to look at this game in 50. Coming up on a kind of a sick egg too. There's so many eggs in this game that cost so much money, and it's just like kind of weird. How much like these like jabs do 1 damage, low hooks do 2, high hooks do 3. Yeah. Like, this costs 800 gems. Cat hockey. For the longest time, because, like, I'm Canadian... Oh, that was actually kind of lucky you got that cat going towards the goal. I thought, you had to shoot them in the opponent's goal, because that's how I work on hockey. Like, this is your goal, and you score on the opponent's goal, but apparently with cat hockey you're scoring on your own net. Jabs being a bit more than half a hook for stamina code, but you can get what we call guard breaks with jabs, which is the same amount of stamina but does 2 damage. Interesting. So like my first casual playthrough, I was like putting them in his net and he was up like 4-0, and I was like, oh no. God, Frozen Altars music, man. It's so good. Clearing up this section. Boom. There's another 600 gems. A couple more eggs. We're out of here. Yeah. What up, gold? So now we're getting another. This is actually also a high tier egg, and I can't believe I forgot Stubby. Stubby's high tier. So now we're heading into another banger in Evening Lake. Fireworks Factory. Got some, got a pretty infamous egg here. It's like a couple infamous eggs, but big one being, Twin Dragons. Which I forget. We do have to revisit this level because there's an Agent 9 section, but I forget if we do the Twin Dragons first. Also, another banger of an egg coming up. Everybody get Zix FFZ emote ready. Yeah, man. So like, a lot of this run is just kind of moving through levels as quickly as you can. Kind of trying to find just a way to reduce your downtime. Because you don't want to just be running around aimlessly without having like kind of like a route of, you know, gems obviously, but like just making sure that everything is all good. It's also, some of these ninjas drop gems and some of them don't, so you have to make sure that you kill the ones that do drop gems. I forget. Maybe they all drop gems. No, they don't all drop gems. Yeah, we got noodles. Now we get to be fired in a cannon. I am right though. Not all ninjas have gems. I feel like the ones that come from the boxes don't, but maybe then just like the normal ones do, I guess. It's 5 a.m. I'm delirious. What else? I feel like I keep doing this. I keep saying this, but there's like skips in this game, and there's skips in these levels, but you just don't really get to see a lot of the like kind of more neat skips, just because you have to be collecting all of these gems and killing all these enemies and like skipping stuff, which like kind of just sucks because there are some really cool skips here. Doing some damage though, but that's just for the RNG manip and Sorceress. Nova Scotia. So here's Sam. Then we just leave the section and go get the end of level eggs. I am Nova Scotia. Talking to Greta. Yeah, so I guess we do Twin Dragons when we come back for Agent 9 section. Like I said, some of these levels have some revisits that we have to do because there's no way for us to get to those portals. Autocorrect, yeah, autocorrect's kind of failing. Changing Nova to move and not changing 1. Or, yeah, 1D to 1. So here comes Scorch. This is our third boss. As it's been mentioned in other Spyro 3 runs and by other commentators, that this boss is you get 2 different ammo types in this run, or in this boss fight. So you get red rockets or you get green rockets. And you want red rockets because they give you 50 ammo and they do the same amount as a green rocket, which is, you know, seeking like kind of like Sergeant Bird's missiles, but it does the same amount as 1 red rocket. Okay, so House is gonna get a red rocket, so hopefully we can get the stun here. So he's gonna move, he's gonna spam that hit, and he's gonna fire. And then if you keep getting this stun, he'll fire every time, which is what you want. And luckily, you can get this done with 1. You only need 50 shots. You need less, like you can get it done in less. But getting those 2 red rockets means that he has more than enough ammo to just keep up this stun. And he can shoot early to make sure that he gets it. Because you can shoot to basically, like, if you shoot perfectly, I mean, you would only need 1 shot, but normally you would shoot around like 3 is the lowest, just to like make sure. But when you can shoot way earlier, you can just shoot like 7 or 8. This would be last hit. Slightly a little different than any percent. You might see somebody wait for Bentley to throw out another rocket, and if you get it, I guess Zick will explain green rocket storage probably, because they'll probably attempt to go for it. But you can store a green rocket like you did in like we did with the Scorch fight, or the Spike fight with the blue rock, and take that to Crystal Islands and skip buying a bridge. But that's for any percent. So now we're heading into Midnight Mountain, but we're probably going to be don't know if we're going to head back to evening, or evening like, I don't know if we're going to be heading back right now. So we're gonna talk to Bianca. I keep feeling I'm saying you can skip this dialogue, and you don't need to talk to her, but we have to talk to her because there's gems down there that we need to get. So 5,000. Okay, now we're going to Bamboo. So we're going to do the Bentley section in here, and then finish up all the gems. Excuse me, I got hiccups.
Please, please.
So we have yet to find a skip for this, so we're going to be doing it. Gonna be shooting all these guys. I'm gonna try to shoot them early as we can. And you're gonna see House shoot up in the air like that. He's trying to hit the ones for like the second loop. He's trying to hit those ones early, so then either one or none of them fall. So he didn't get it. Didn't get that first one, but that's fine. They're not too hard to shoot anyways. Unless I'm wrong, maybe you can't get them, but I feel like I've seen House shoot them down before. Because you do something similar in Spyro 2. I don't know if people watch House's Spyro 2 run, but in her coast you get up to the end, or get up to where like the orb stealers are for that level, and you can like shoot them while they're spawned there. Made a grilled cheese sandwich. Let's go. We stand. I need to have some food. I like barely ate dinner last night. I had pasta. This is a tangent because it's 5 a.m. and I want to talk about my dinner last night. But I had some just like made pasta noodles because I made too much pasta noodles for my pasta I made like 2 days ago. So I was gonna eat that. and then we had some like sauce, and I just like, it was Alfredo sauce, just like in a jar. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna eat that. So I just put some on top, microwaved it, and then I like tasted it, and the fucking pasta sauce was so fucking, sorry, the pasta sauce was so bad. I don't need to swear excessively, but it's just, I forgot. But it was just bad. Like, it wasn't like bad as in like sour. Like, it wasn't like it had gone bad and was like gonna make me sick. It just tasted awful. So it just like put me off like eating that. So I just went and made like a Nutella and peanut butter sandwich and was like, yeah, I'm having this. What do you say, pasta? I guess pasta. Pastathon. Honestly, I should just cook pasta for my run. Should like a 2-hour cooking stream instead of running Trifecta any. Then that'd be pog. Yeah, this is Bentley's section. Bentley's camera kind of sucks. Last time you cooked spaghetti, apparently it got bad. That's weird. I feel like you have to have like spaghetti for a long time for it to go bad. So here we come to another mystery container. You didn't want to waste the spaghetti sauce, yeah. We're gonna do that, hit it and kind of fall. Yeah. Oh, that's a duff. That's kind of some SRT ledges right there. Just like kind of unlucky that he just slides off there. That's like classic. Fortunately, we do have to get this mystery jar again. Because it resets when you die. Gonna kind of be collecting all these gems that we kind of skipped the first visit. So I believe we're... Yeah, Bamboo is a very, very pretty level. A lot of the levels are very, very pretty, especially in 50 FPS and whatnot. But something important to note right now, so obviously House hasn't done either of the two... He did the first Sparks level to give us that extra length, or the extra kind of like distance for like Sparks to travel to get gems, which is obviously very, very important because you want Sparks to be picking up gems from far away so you don't have to run as close to them. So he hasn't done the Midday Gardens or Evening Lake one. So what we're gonna do is once he gets 100 eggs, which is soon, I forget exactly what our count is at right now, but it's soon. He's just gonna run right to the sorceress, beat the sorceress, and then go do the final area. So what are we at, egg-wise? I wish it showed eggs on this screen, not just gems. Like, I know that's from OG, but I wish it also showed eggs. Okay, so we're at 97. Okay, this is perfect, actually. So we're gonna get 3 eggs from Country Speedway. We're gonna do time attack, hunter mission, race. And that gets us 100. And then, oh boy, we're going to we're gonna go to Sorceress. Or he might go do the Sparks level after this, but basically it's gonna be, we'll have 100 eggs, so we're gonna go do Sparks levels. And then we're gonna have all the Sparks abilities, which are so powerful. Like having the extended distance, the extra hit, and the ability to break chests, break vases is just so good to have, which is why we want to do it. So I was kind of hitting some cycles here, doing it a bit out of order. This one's 100 Speedway is pretty cool, cool level. And then we're gonna hopefully. Fortunately, we can't end in a section where we can avoid this animation. That animation doesn't actually matter, so I guess I should have mentioned this earlier when I said that PC uses a loadless timer, but console uses the in-game timer because obviously even there, that like there's no way we don't have a loadless timer for console, and it would be very, very difficult to do like placings based on RTA just because of the differences between like a PS4 Pro and a regular PS4, like an Xbox or things like that. So they use the in-game timer. So those animations don't actually matter for in-game time, like Spyro flying up and whatnot. So there's some slightly different routes for like certain things that console runs do that SRT runs don't. Or SRT. Console runs do and PC runs don't. Good old yeehaw. See everybody's cowboy hats in the chat, please. So we're just basically trying to shoot these cows and shoot the UFOs as early as possible. This really is good. Just because this is a long one, so if you miss one or something and have to redo a bunch of that section, it just is. It's just a lot of time. There, Gavin. Now we're time to raise these planes. So that was bullshit. Did you see what that plane did? I'm sorry, that's bull. That plane turned like a more than 90-degree angle and got that speed star. That was bull. So we're just, like I said, trying to get all these stars just because getting these stars are so powerful for these races and finishing them quickly. We kind of got that one star a little bit out of order. We're supposed to use the star here, not for the other one we used it for. We use it for both because we're gaming, and when we game, we game. So you don't see a lot of charging here, just because there's not like I said before, there's not sections where Spyro can charge for long. So you're actually faster to just fly here than do like a charge because you have to gain your speed. Because he charges like that just to kind of line it up or get kind of close to the water and stuff, but. Charging is better for when you need to make sharper angle cuts kind of thing. Like there you can take that turn a bit wider, but you need to go like straight down so it's easier to just charge there. Than it is to kind of try to fly and change that way. Oh, unfortunate bonk there, but we're fine. Do you like a drift? Yeah, good old drift. That's what I mean. Like you'll see, like here he does the charge here, just because you have to take a sharper turn than you do. It is very like floaty. It's pretty pretty tough sometimes. Sometimes like you turn and you just like don't turn. So there we go. There's 226. So that was about 30 seconds faster than Honey Speedway. Got Shemp. we're gonna quit, and I think we're going to do the Sparks mission here. Not I think, I know we are, because there'd be no point to... That's kind of why we leave this for last in this area, because then we can just go do it quick, because we're close. As you come out of Country Speedway at a really weird angle. There's 400 gems. I was doing a really, really good job of not missing gems currently. I know that probably drinks them, but now we're in Spider. Anybody's in what is it, arachnophobic? Yeah, like we just want to carry this this power up that we currently have because it's just so good. I'm gonna use this yeah. We're gonna use this power up just to clear kind of the mob a bit. Well, I don't think... Can you be arachnophobic depending on size? Because I feel like... It's like... I mean, I guess... Like, phobias are like irrational fears. It's like things that like you shouldn't be scared of. And I feel like it is rational to be like scared of big spiders. Although I guess like I guess then it depends on like what you classify as big. It's like tarantulas could be considered big, but like tarantulas are like pretty sure they like do no harm. Unfortunately, we have to like just take some hits. Luckily that mob kind of gets caught up here. So look at just how fast. I don't know if you can, I think you can one cycle that, but it's tough. But that's not. Yeah, okay. So like I said, we're just kind of going and getting these Sparks levels done because it's kind of like a waste to go do that Sparks level because, I mean, obviously you have to do it to satisfy the 117, but you want to do it when it's not a waste, so you don't get any power up for it, whereas these next two, like, you get a nice power up for it. The one thing that is, like, kind of interesting about this one is that you have the bubble, which makes it look like you're invisible because of the other, like, invisible power-up. I was gonna have to get that health, yeah. I was gonna say, he's a bit low. So I believe that... I am colorblind, so I'm pretty sure that that blue one is a... I think it's not... I forget which all the colors are the... which power-up. Just kind of knows exactly how many things he has to shoot here. Like how many bullets he needs to shoot. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, phobias are like irrational fears. So I wasn't saying like a arachnophobe shouldn't be scared of like a small one as well, because they would be. But what I was more meaning was like, I feel like arachnophobes would be scared of all of like things, like, or like whatever phobia you have, you would be pretty much scared of like anything associated with that phobia. But I was more being like, yeah, like being scared of like a small spider, or like being scared of a big spider, like the 50 centimeter ones, is like reasonable. But being scared of like a little spider in your home is like less reasonable, I guess, for like people that aren't arachnophobes. a subset of fear. Yeah, I guess. Green is rapid fire, blue is bomb, and other colors other stuff. I like that explanation. We want the rapid fire. Rapid fire is just so busted. A little low on health. Got 2 hits left, but got some health here for the boss here. So who likes to see bosses disappear? I know I do. Oh, bosses just disappear in this world. Morning. We're chilling here. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, now we get out of that world, get the power up. So now we have an extra hit. And we're going to just collect some kind of gems here. And then I believe we're just going to the sorceress right now. Maybe we'll get that egg as well, but maybe not. No, okay, we're just straight up going to the sorceress. So this is, unfortunately, even for any percent, there's no sorceress skip in SRT currently. To get one is going to be difficult because it would mean that another kind of major glitch needs to happen. Because even if the door isn't there, the portal isn't there. So we have to collect 100 eggs. So now we're fighting the sorceress. And we're seeing Agent 9 even though we haven't broken him out yet. So House is the only person that does this, but House will go on this outer room so she doesn't like run anywhere, and she'll just shoot. There's also, I don't think I found this out, but I think I was the one that kind of started talking about this. All the first vehicles here shoot in the same, or not shoot, they fall in the same spot, so the tank next will fall where that cannon fell, and so will the UFO. Or at least they fall in basically the same spots. So what we're gonna do here, some of our shots hit those sheep. I'll let her shoot here. And we're gonna shoot her and then turn, and then while she runs at us, we'll turn back. Oh, she didn't run at us there. She'll run at us here though. She'll hit, then we turn back and just shoot and get the third hit. And it's all UFOs. The UFO is a bit tricky, just because of the camera and because of the inverted control. So if you're ever playing this game, if anyone plays the game casually and does this boss, I strongly recommend that the only controls that you use while flying the UFO is left and right on the D-pad, and do this. You do like big circles while she runs you, and then she'll run back to the middle. This is how you do this boss. There's the sorceress done. So now,
It's a funny thing.
if this was any percent, there would be the end of our any percent run. But obviously we're doing 117, so we gotta go collect hella more gems. So now we're going to go to the Sparks level here, because like I said, getting the ability to break baskets is just so strong for Sparks. Because then it means even with the increased distance and the extra health, Sparks just becomes broken. So again, just kind of moving through these levels pretty quickly. Sos did a thing there, I believe, where he like went and got that guy off screen, so he didn't go get his key back. Again, just kind of damage boosting past anything that doesn't have a gem. These enemies are a little scary. They're a little spooky. They're strong. There's a lot of them. And we died. Classic. Maybe just died to kind of get health back there. But there. Getting this power up is so strong in here because now we can just go and like kill these like spawner enemies pretty quickly. So I can get that one, yeah. Trying to avoid taking hits as much as possible, but understanding that they happen. But just look at this mob that's following us. So the ending of this level is actually just to the right there, but we have to collect these kind of gems. So having this rapid fire shot makes this area so much better because you can just not let this guy spawn any enemies. So he gets this key. We also have to get the key for the area as well. Then we got rapid shot, got some health. This boss of this area, not too bad. Just kind of melt them. This can be a scary boss if they shoot, but legit just. Now we have broken sparks. We have sparks that's going to hit all of these baskets for us. Just look at how strong Sparks is, dude. It's so good. Getting buddy. Unfortunately, Sparks won't break head bash containers, but oh. Interesting, you mentioned being colorblind. I've taken semantics classes before, and the concept of explaining color to someone blind is impossible, but you'd be in between where you know color. Yeah. So it's like the color I can't. So I'm red-green colorblind, so the color I can't see is purple. Oh, House took a unfortunate death there. The Whirlwind just didn't want to work for him. Yeah, no. I figured that they were on House's end. Unfortunate. So, because we've paid Moneybags a good amount of gems, we have to hit him a bunch of times. Whereas obviously an OG, you want to flame him. I think optimally you flame him either once or zero. Like you flame him once because you don't pay him at all or something. Or if you miss some proxies. So what color is Spyro to me? Spyro is blue. That is blue. It's like I'm red-green colorblind. So what that means is that when you mix like red and like with colors, I can't see the red. My eyes like won't pick them up. So the big one being, wait, why is my stream behind the stream? I just realized that. One sec. I'm gonna relog into House's thing because my stream is behind the stream, which that shouldn't be what that is. So I would see purple as blue. And then just depending on like lighting, it can have some effect. Okay, I'm back ahead. So this is an egg. This egg here you're gonna see me do later. This is called sharks. There is a pattern for this that House and I think House figured out, but we both kind of figured it out together because we were the only ones running trifecta 90% for like I mean, for the last bit. Oh. I don't know if the route is slightly different because you're gonna break these strong chests because you have to satisfy that 117. But for the first 6 Rhinox there, it's the same. Yeah. But yeah, you'll see that egg hopefully done, not hopefully, done by me and hopefully done pretty fast in a couple hours. And that's one of the eggs that's different for any percent to New Game Plus any percent, which is what I'll be doing. Man, their ammunition is broken. Also the one issue with it is if you miss it, if you like get hit, the cycle is not great because it doesn't reset as to like what the cycle is. It'll just yeah. Hates. It's 25 getting that jar. Having an extra hit point is just so good. We're gonna be double yellow, I believe we are. Imagine if Sparks could hit enemies, then Sparks would be insanely busted. So there is something with climbing, it's called fast climbing. If you hold back on the left stick, not hold, but like you kind of like go back, like down and then up, you'll be able to kind of let go and re-grab the ladder instantly. Getting Andy. We're gonna go to Sheila's section now. This is where like you don't want it. There's some certain spots where you can sometimes get a big jump, and big jumps are really bad in this game. They just like take so long, you can't really like cancel them. I still like that Scorpion doesn't have a gem for some reason. But like most of the other ones do at least. So he gets there, nice, gets Lester, takes no damage. That can be a bit of a tough jump there. I think we did take a hit there, but maybe not. I don't know if we were at full because you have double yellow, so. Luckily House so far not getting any kind of big jumps and gets none. Gets all the gems. We outie. So take a little damage boost here. You don't have to. You probably have to for 117 because you have to flame that Scorpion to get his gem. You gotta get that. Oh, he doesn't have a gem. Never mind. Yeah, then you don't need. Just take a damage there by accident, but that's for the RNG minute for the sorceress that we've already beaten. I guess it can be for the sorceress for SBR. We do this level kind of backwards, back to front. A lot of times the key chest is always at the beginning of the level and the key is at the end of the level. So there, 700 gems. We're getting close. What do we got? 4,000 main gems, then the 5,000 in SBR. So now going into everybody's favorite character, Agent 9. Still a few seconds behind the stream. Am I? On my stream, I'm ahead. But I think that might just be like VLC is slightly behind like what they're getting maybe. Because I guess they're having to like capture me through Discord. Because I'll tell you when I went through the first gate. I just went through the first gate. So, there. We just be shooting stuff real fast, trying to kill these enemies. Just, you know, let Sparks do his gem collecting. Just gonna be shooting these 6 guys here. I believe it's random where they pop out of, so. Weird. On my stream I wasn't. Like, so I have House's VLC up, and then I also have the stream up of the trilogy, and I'm ahead on my VLC stream. So, I don't know. Weird. I guess I'll try to commentate in the future. So, House is going to be collecting a grenade here and be throwing it at some places in about 30 seconds to get some stuff done. Right now he's gonna be finishing up killing these birds. I'm like trying to commentate like 12 seconds in the future. So, you know, we've finished killing all these birds and got this egg that has a name that I don't remember. But, we'll be walking through some gates soon, and then we're gonna be throwing grenades and just making sure that we collect all the gems. They're gonna be shooting some guys on some Sea-Doos, so hopefully this goes well. Oh, slightly missed that one. I'm trying to commentate it like way too far in the future. These guys can be a little weird. Sometimes their like hitbox will just not take a hit. 1,000 milliseconds. Isn't that 10 seconds? I'm assuming you meant to say 100. Oh, I'm so stupid, actually. Sorry. Never mind. I'll tell you when I'll tell you when we get the last egg. Or I guess I'll tell you when we walk through this gate before this strong chest. Okay. I guess. I'm collecting the egg right now. House is gonna do a jump here. I'll tell you when he does that. Just walk through that gate. Just collected the grenades. He's doing a big jump. So, because we have so many health points, we are just gonna hop to the end, or hop back to the beginning to get this strong chest here. The grenades, and that should be all the gems. There's 700. So now, heading back to Sunny Villa. Because we actually haven't finished the first level that we visited. All we need to get here is the rest of the gems. There's some gems that we've been missing. And we have to go to Sheila's section. We're back in the villa with the lads. We didn't even get Vanessa. Vanessa's one of the first eggs you get 90%, and we're getting her like last. Also, Miles, I believe this egg is. There's a wall glide to get to Miles at the start of 90%. It's a really, really cool wall glide. Missed some gems. Hey, we did miss them. We tactically missed them. Oh. Yeah, like, I guess the difference is that you guys clear every level 100% as you go through. We have to do revisits. Second? Yeah. Because you get not Amy. What's the first egg's name? Is it Amy? Oh. I do think it's funny that, so because I've been doing a lot of like New Game Plus stuff, and New Game Plus means we have the ability to fly because of a glitch. I just tend to like fly around these levels just to see what's in like the skybox and stuff. And all these side missions are in the level, obviously. So I try to see if I can like sequence break any of them, and that you can't. Unless you're loaded in, none of the eggs will be loaded in, or you'll soft lock if you try to do anything. Which is a bit unfortunate. You can like collect gems and stuff, but yeah, it is Isabel's the first egg. Amy is the one on the. They have to go into like get the fly power up gate. SRT soft locking, yeah. This game never soft locks. Just wait until I soft lock it in like 6 hours for doing level storage. So this is the second egg we get in any percent. Oh, Miles. It's got all the eggs here, just gotta clean up a couple more baskets. And now, our head Molten Crater. Because now we have Sergeant Bird. I don't know. If it's an egg that's in like a side mission, I have no idea. So now you see our boy, Mr. James Bird, Sergeant James Bird. Just gotta finish up this area. This area is a bit quicker just because the baskets, we don't have to shoot them. We can let, is there a Randy egg? There is not. I know that. There is an egg that's like close. Not close, but like, I guess there's like Andy. So I guess I am Andy now. Although I want to be Thelonious. RandyBobandy. Yeah. Just take out the R. We're good. No Vincent egg. Yeah. So yeah, it really helps having all the power-ups for Sparks when you're Sergeant Bird, just because you don't have to go as close to a lot of gems. You can move on a more like grand scale than trying to do like minor movements with him. So now we're gonna be going and doing thieves. There's 2 thieves here. The second one, this first one is kind of weird because it's just like, it's just pretty fast. But luckily House got actually the pretty fast version of that thief. So now we got another one with the supercharge gate opened up. Hopefully House can kind of get let's try and get him kind of early. He's gonna do a jump here and then a jump here. And then, oh well. Unfortunately, just kind of slightly didn't get the hitbox, but should be fine lining up here. Take a bit of a wide turn and just yeet the thief, get Kermit. Get supercharged for that strong chest, and then just try to carry it as far as we can, because we don't need to hit any of these vases. Kermit the Frog. Well, it's Kermit with 2 T's. So there we go. There's all of our first 2 levels, our first 2 worlds. 100% done. Now we just gotta go to Fireworks Factory and finish up a couple of legs. So we can jump on here, jump onto this lamp, and then get to the Twins Dragon Egg a bit early without kind of going to where we need to be. Nothing about me radiates Jerry energy. Oh boy. So what you need to do here is just focus on killing one. Like, don't ever try to like kill them both at the same time, just focus on one. Unfortunately, this egg's pretty tough. The way they shoot you is they're really aggressive, and they've got pretty good aim. So, do you guys want to know a secret? I mean, how many people in chat think Randy's my actual name? Because my name isn't actually Randy. I'm assuming Nitroff knows where it's from, knows like the thing I'm referencing with RandyBobandy. So I got the first dragon there. It's a reference to a TV show that's pretty popular in Canada called Trailer Park Boys. Nitroff doesn't know what Trailer Park Boys is. Interesting. It's like there's just this old TV show, but it's fucking really funny. Yeah, that's where that comes from. My real name is actually Brendan. But yeah, but it's a Canadian show, so. Or something. That's pretty true. In reality, your actual name is not actually. That's right. Eb is right. Oh, kind of got stuck on some I can't even like think anymore. I just got stuck on the world, whatever you want to call it, collision, textures, something. Just kind of finishing up this area, getting all the gems. Like, I should be better because I had like 4.5 hours of sleep before this, but it's a long run. Time to get rocketed up to the end. I was just about to say, you know, we're like almost done, which like we truly like we kind of are, but I failed to mention that we have an entire world left. We have all of Midnight Mountain, like bar, like. Oh, we got the gun. We're shooting. The secret gun. Turkey knocks me up by now. It's possible. He might just be chilling. I don't know if maybe he has to do something, or maybe he's doing some 40 orb prep just offline, because I think like him and Dylan are gonna actually like, not that they shouldn't like not take it seriously, but like I think they like both really want to win, because their PBs currently are 2 seconds apart. Nos has a 55-37 and Dylan has a 55-35. So they both have like very, very good chances to win. Which is why they asked, I guess, honestly, there's like, so I know I've been talking a lot right now, with talking about like being the commentary for this run. I essentially have like there's a little Randy block of like just gonna be me talking in the next couple hours. So I'm gonna do an interview later, and then I'm going to commentate the 40-orb run, and then after I'm going to do my run of Trifecta 80%. So we'll have a couple more hours of Randy. Little Randy block. Gulp RNG will decide, yeah, probably. We don't have to talk about Gulp right now. We're talking about... Yeah, Dylan asked me yesterday. And I believe he told Nos because he said that they both kind of wanted to focus in on doing it, not really talk much. Just because it is a race and it's kind of hard to just commentate your own races and stuff. He said he told Nost at least. Like they were both kind of talking about it, I guess. Lady. What gem? Did he miss a gem in... it's the first guy, I think.
Watch out for...
I was doing a skip here. No. Oh, okay. He did a skip there to come get this rocket to kill this guy, but because sometimes that guy isn't like great. So I'm gonna go back to Minute Mountain. I ain't gonna lady much longer. Sure. So, Coastal Islands. This is a level that... So, kind of... I shouldn't talk about the 90% route, but the 90% route is kind of like similar to Spyro 1 OG 120% in that there's a trick that that's like late in the run, which is, I'm talking about the wall glide in Dreamweavers, where if you get it or if you don't get it, the level order is different. So if you get green rocket storage, the level order would be different. Obviously, we didn't do green rocket storage in Scorch for 117, so we're not doing it. We have to do this level, collect all the gems, not skipping much. We also get to pay, or maybe we don't have to pay it now because Moneybags, we already beat them. There's a bridge here that costs 1,000 gems, which is the same amount as Bentley, and it's literally the worst bridge. It's like such an ugly bridge. I've never seen an uglier bridge. It should not be worth 1,000 gems. So we didn't talk to that magician because we have to collect these gems anyways, so if we talk to him, we'd have to talk to him again. We got a couple cool little mini games in here. Got a slide. We have a Bentley section as well. Have to catch a plane. I hope the house can show the Fast Thief, or Zik shows the Fast Thief here, because it's really cool to get this Fast Thief. So here's this gem this bridge is 1,000 gems, and that's over. It's just dumb. It's a bad bridge. Gotta get these beavers and they drop their gem in the water, so going swimming. Oh, that was like one of those gems and things where Sparks was just lazy, so he just didn't break that vase. Fortunately, this one you have to press trial to talk to. I think we're gonna go slide now. We have to do the whole slide because there's gems all over the place here, so we can't kind of skip this slide. But you will be seeing interesting skips for this slide later. Oh, got the hiccups. Oh, so I guess something that's interesting to tell people is that obviously I know that there's like a purple Spyro color, I just thought of this, but there's a purple Spyro color. So when I play on it, depending on like the level lighting, I see it as like a couple different colors. When am I going to bed? I don't know, at some point. We'll see. I might try to have a little sleep before all my stuff, but we shall see. I might just be like up is the issue. Yeah. So hopefully you can, if you get a mole or whatever they are up against a wall, you'll see House try to like hit it, and you can get like multiple credits for a hit. He didn't get it there, but hopefully he can get it here. Oh, at least one of them. There we go. He got like 2 hits off of that. 2. Yeah, he got 2 hits off of that one. 2, 3. So we got 3 hits off of that mole. Because it keeps like resetting and doesn't disappear. So you can just like keep hitting it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 hits off of that one. Unlucky though, he hit the fucking guy. That's like the worst thing. At some point, that's my favorite. Yeah. See, inflated that considering Spyro's willingness to play market. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Only got 2 there. 1, 2. I'll maybe get here. Got 2 hits there. It's just like so good to. Maybe we can get some double hits here. Yeah, you got like 3 hits there. 1, 2. Yeah, you should be fine here. Got 20 seconds to get 2 hits. Yeah, he's just gonna get 1 hit, but I think he's gonna get the gems here first. Yeah. Just because he has to get those before leaving. I also gotta try to avoid that. So here's the fast thief. You jump out, turn, you can get that thief without getting the fly power up, and it's just so good. Here we're going to be flying up to the top here to get this gem. And we should be flying to the top of here to get this egg and the key. Getting grace. So now we're gonna do we take this kind of wide because a lot of those collision hitboxes, that's kind of unfortunate. A lot of those collision hitboxes are quite like protruding from the wall. So if you hit them, you'll fall down and die. So again, there we go. Got all those. I'm just gonna clean up a couple of last few gems here. Get the key chest, and we'll be out of here. With their Good old. You know what Silvis reminds me of? If people in the chat haven't watched The Sopranos, watch The Sopranos. By the way, I know it's. So, welcome to Haunted Tomb. There's a little wall glide, not wall glide, a torch jump there. You can stand on this torch and get up to the end of the level. Excuse me. Can I pitch it? Can I pitch it to you? James Gandolfini is a very, very, very good actor. Just watch the show. It's really good. Unfortunately, I was just kind of getting this like weird hitbox where you slide off. The Sopranos is one of the best shows ever made. Oh, I'm glad I don't ever do this because I don't actually know the answer to this riddle. I'm just trying to clean up this Agent 9 section. Because now that we have everybody, have all the side characters, we can just kind of like go. Gotta kill these containers first. Just so then they don't keep spawning snakes. Unfortunately, we don't have a skip like OG where you just go to the end. We have to actually do it. I was gonna get a life, and it's got many lives. The answer is up and X. I don't even know what the riddle is, to be honest with you. The one to the end of the level is like, I am a vessel of something. And then you're just like, oh yeah, you're a freaking egg. Get it? Because we need eggs. And then the other one, the tank one, is like, I have how many years would it take for 120 dragons to be born if 10 dragons or something or other? That's 12 years. I'm a vessel without something. The more you take, the more you leave behind. Okay. Oh, that's a good bit right there. What just happened there? That happens to me all the time. Oh, that was actually. Oh, that was fucking sick. So that's a. So he's gonna go turn in that wall to lose some speed, because otherwise that corner is very, very difficult. You're just too fast. Here comes a rock section. This is where having an extra hit point kind of really helps, because these rocks are merciless. They will kill you. We have to use these guys to, they're boulders to kind of shoot. Getting Christine. Now we're going into tanks. First tanks isn't too bad, but second tanks is a bit harder. Just because there's more. But this one you can kind of just do this kind of turn and get them all pretty simply. If we define nothing as a tangible object, then nothing could also be an answer. The more of nothing you choose to bring, the more gets left behind in its place. That's true. Some. So yeah, just kind of back at the beginning. I need to clean up some chests. I keep saying chests, I mean, like baskets. Dogs, you have to charge them because they had to have armor. Fire just plops him in his mouth. Maybe he likes the taste. There's all gems there. There's 2 levels done. Got 2 more actual level, or no. Just 1 actual level. And then a speedway. Right? Yeah. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. And everyone in between. We just got dino mines. And then we got harbor and SBR. Let's see. When did he enter? Here. Let me find. I have his PB. When did we enter Dino Mines? 2:53. He's about 4 minutes behind his RTA, I believe. Sorry, he's behind his. He's 4 minutes behind his PB RTA. I don't know. Base. What's estimate? Oh, estimate 320. He's fine for estimate wise. He is a speedway, the end of this level in SBR, and that's it. That won't take 23 minutes, hopefully. I guess if he just like starts throwing, but in my head it was 3 hours and 5 minutes, but that's not. By simply putting grenades in my stuff. That's a good way to win them. I'm supposed to start hosting after the 17. Yeah, that's message him on Discord, maybe? Maybe he's just having breakfast with his family? I don't know, brunch, maybe? Sunday brunch? Maybe he's at church. I don't know if Nost is religious or not. It is Sunday. So yeah, there's just so many big gems in here. A bunch of 5s, a bunch of 10s. There's a lot of beefy gems. That's what's in these last levels. Is beef, just full on beef. Okay, so we're gonna do this. What are we gonna do first? I thought we were gonna go down to the level. Yeah, you absolutely can. Come join, hang out. So we don't actually need to talk to that guy to get this started. And similar to what people were saying earlier about this, doing this egg, you have like really weird controls since Spyro is automatically charging. And moving forward, it's just like kind of a little bit slippery. We're just, House obviously knows where the obstacles are, so we're just kind of avoid them. One thing that is different though is you can actually get shot at the end, and you'll like stop earlier than you do in OG, and you'll get shot, but you'll still get the egg. At least I get shot. House might kill this guy. Oh, I guess you get a skill point. I didn't know you get a skill point for that. He's gonna hop up. He's gonna go fly and do this Agent 9 section. This is just for people that don't know, I really hate Dino Mines. I think it's one of my least favorite levels. I think it might be my least favorite level, actually. I just really dislike the Agent 9 sections. And the enemies I find are silly. But this section, as I said before, is made a lot easier if you use mouse and keyboard. Or if you use your mouse to aim this with Agent 9, which is what I do when I play it. Yeah. I like the aesthetic of it. I think the aesthetic is really, really cool. But I just dislike the Agent 9 section and the enemies. I feel like the enemies are worse than SRT. Like, they just they're just so... Their aim is just so good. I wonder if it would be possible to, wherever all these guys are like stored, if you could like get up to somewhere. And find like where they're like kind of like skip talking to the guy, find where they're stored, and then just like kill them. Kind of like similar to how I was saying, like with that you do with like the Bamboo Terrace guys and stuff. Like if you could find like where they're stored, and then just like all the auto scroller is just you like walking through. Yes. Man, I get hit a bunch in this level. Or do you do that in? Yeah, that's what I mean, like the house thing. There's just 100 gems left in various places. So we don't actually need to break that window to get that chest. Burks will just go through and break it for us. For OG design. There's some parts of the game that are obviously like OG is better. Like, I mean, like design wise. If you ever want like nightmare fuel for like design from Spyro 1, or Spyro Reignited rather, just go and look at Jack in Charmed Ridge. It's just nightmare fuel. It's now kind of our last level before SBR. Got Harbor Speedway. Get some sour pleases in the chat for Harbor Speedway. So that's kind of with the speedway, what it's kind of mentioned. There's a lot of these like sharper turns, especially that section with those lobsters or crabs or whatever they are that he has to get. So it's easier to charge down than it is to like turn with flight. Pepe Jam. Cleaning up these lobsters. Now we're gonna get these fish that have seashell walkers, I guess. And hopefully, so there, you see how House hit the kind of like archway there? You can, that's how you cut that like animation off of like the things flying around and stuff. Hi Tia, welcome. So now we got a UFO mission, just gotta follow this sheep. I believe there's like one ring that you can get to where you can sometimes get there, like gain too much speed and miss the ring because you're like too close to the sheep. But House obviously knows what's going on, so. I think it's that ring. I'd almost done this challenge, then we just got Harbor Speedway Race. That's Sarah. Got Kobe. They're 148 to 149 eggs. This is also pretty similar, that 149 eggs ends on Harbor Speedway as well. So we just got a race and then we got SBR. Who's hyped for some subs, some flying, some hovercraft, or some UFO, some... What else do you do? Oh, skateboarding. How did I forget SBR skateboarding? What the fuck? Forgot about the single greatest thing ever created, the SBR skateboard. Oh boy. This skateboarding section coming up. Pretty good. I think I said subs. You got subs, flying, skateboarding, and then UFO. Yeah, and the thieves. If only House was like good enough to do, not good enough, but like knew how to do the like IL strat. Because like I said before, for anyone that wasn't here, if you want something insane to watch to show you how like janky Spyro Reignited Trilogy skateboarding is, go to the console Spyro boards and look at the ILs, so the individual levels, and just look at Super Bonus Round. It's quite the sight. If you want to see Super Bonus Round get done and Super Bonus Round skateboarding done in 37 seconds, you might want to check that out. Go check out Führer. Yeah. So yeah, skateboarding kind of jank. You can go up it like a ramp and stuff. So yeah, this is about 20 seconds faster than Honey Speedway. So Honey Speedway is just the slowest. Nice level. We got everything. We got all gems. We got all eggs so far. Now time for some like aesthetically pleasing gem collection. Kind of like similar to how like aesthetically pleasing like flaming money bags is. This is pretty aesthetically pleasing, I think. I just love the light collection. So we take some damage here to kind of get it so we can get this fly power up early, because normally I forget the gem requirement for this fly power up, but we want to get to it early just because it lasts for so long, and we just want to get these UFOs, and then we can fly and get like the thieves easier. I once had a glitch in this level where I went to it, and then Bianca came up and said hello, and then ran into the like ran off the ledge, and then pulled me off the ledge. It was really interesting. It's 18,500. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, we want to get to it early just so then we can do all these thieves and whatnot pretty quick. Legit, there's a clip of it on my like Imgur, and you just like she just pulls me off, just takes me with her and kills me. And I'm lucky. You're gonna have to be careful with health here actually, just for sorceress. I only have green sparks, but should be fine. Imgur. Legit, it's one that she's just like, hi Spyro, and then just yeets herself off the cliff, and then I just pulled off. So these ones don't shoot you, I also like these subs won't, but they give you a mini gem. So basically your reward for completing the game 100% is getting to play all the people's least favorite parts of this game, whether it be submarines or flying or UFOs or skateboarding. What should one search to find the clip? Here. Because we got a little downtime here. Let me see if I can find it. One sec. Is it... Will I get timed out? If you can see that link, click it. I also glitched and got like a bunch of gems. Like a bunch of extra gems. Yeah, we're just doing this thing. So kind of like I said, nasty Norks give full it gives full charge, so we just want to have it. Yeah, full charge, so we just want to keep carrying this speed. Just carrying the speed is just so good. While trying to get all these gems in one go, which we definitely can do. It was one of the funniest, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like, it happened to me and I was just like, holy, I need to thank like God I had like the ability to like capture the last like 30 seconds so I could capture it. I'm gonna just take the slower area and clean up these gems a bit. Who's ready for, after this lap, the most, I think it's the most aesthetically pleasing amount of gems you get in the entire game. I think it's more aesthetically pleasing than the Moneybags gems. Almost fell off there. Yeah, we're way ahead of everyone. Everyone's so far behind us. Now here we go. Spark's just waving at us. Just so many gems. I guess we're heading into Sorceress with green sparks. So there's all the gems. There's 5,000. Final egg coming up. Time is on the last hit. I'll call time, I guess. This is about 4 minutes over his PB, I think. Avoided it. And time. There is good old Spyro 3 117 done by DrHouse. Get to see our last egg. I guess we probably. There it is. 117. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. It was fun to chill here for a couple hours. I'm probably gonna go try to sleep.
Yeah, bless you so much, Randy. Isn't it like quite late at night for you right now, right?
Well, it's getting early. It's 6:40 now. Been up since.
Go and get some rest, my dude. And also massive GGs to House as well.
Yeah, definitely
That
GGs.
was an absolutely brilliant run. Awesome. So again, if you want to see any more Reignite Trilogy, we have some more Reignite Trilogy runs later on today at around about 6 hours time. Again, folks, if you ain't following DrHouse and RandyBobandy already, please go and drop them a follow if you want to see some awesome Reignite Trilogy runs. Again, Phoenix has gone and put their links in the chat. And got any last words you want to say, Randy, before we head on to the next run?
Just everybody should pick up and run SRT. It's really cool. So do it.
I can definitely agree with that. I've got nothing to object to that. Fellow SRT runner, of course I can only agree with that. Anyway, awesome stuff. Right, next up we have, and also folks, yes, this is Nuss's voice back again for this Sunday morning. Well, Sunday morning my time, so welcome everyone. Hope you're all enjoying Spyrothon so far. It's been an absolute blast, I think. It's been so fun and so brilliant to have you all here watching us with some awesome Spyro content. So next up we have Spyro A Hero's Tale 40 Dark Gem done by Ebb. So we'll be seeing you in a very short moment with some Purple Dragon and Dark Gem moments. See you in a bit.